Hello, boy.
Hello, sir.
John Venn. My name is Dr. Antonio Lucifer Salieri, Esquire Logician Extraordinaire, and Captain of the Royal Naval Force. Please allow me to enter your life. May I come in?
Oh yes, of course. Please have a seat. This is my wife, honey, and my son, John Quincy.
Thank you for inviting me into your home. Please allow me to explain myself. I am a professor of logic and logistics at a university not far from here. You may have heard of the numerous logarithmic equations I've derived.
No, I haven't heard of any of them.
The most recent of which I came across while noting the peculiar mating patterns of loggerhead turtles in my captain's log.
I think he's got a case of logorrhea.
Keep those stats amongst yourself, Don Quincy. We don't know he's the bad guy yet.
Yeah, some of us haven't seen Amadeus.
What? Yes, well, I was in town for the funeral of my late colleague, Professor Jeremy H. Chuback McPherson, when I was elated to discover that the world-renowned John Venn dwelt in the same humble village.
Well, I would say world-renowned.
Oh, you've got nothing to be shy about. You have a beautiful, a lovely home, a willing job. Speaking of which, I hear you're working on quite the groundbreaking project these days.
Why, yes, I am. It's called the Geometric Organization. How do you know about that?
Word travels fast in the logician community. Anyway, the purpose of my trip to your house today is, aside from the chance to see a bona fide celebrity, is this. I have a proposition for you. Would you be gracious enough to take me under your wing as a sort of apprentice, to let an earnest student merely observe a master conduct his research? Even if I were able to aid you in any way, I wouldn't want any share of the profit or praise you will undoubtedly receive after your discovery. I only want to immerse myself in the light of your intellectual prodigy, for the pure sake of education, of course.
Well, I'll have to think about it for a little bit. How about lunch here tomorrow, 12 noon?
That'd be great. I'll be there. Thanks again for inviting me. Goodbye.
As I remember it, he invited himself
Oh,
in.
don't be so hard on him. He's new in the area, and he's only here in the first place because of unpleasant conditions. But what a noble character.
So are you going to dig up his offer?
Well, he seems eager enough. It would be unkind not to mentor such an enthusiastic student, don't you think? It won't cost us anything, and if he becomes a problem, we can get rid of him.
Promise me you will, if he becomes a problem?
I will.
Then you may have him in our home. Hey, he said he was the ship's captain, among other things. Maybe he'll take us out on the river.
The river, huh? The only river John Venn will be sailing on anytime soon is the Styx. You know, in the underworld. Oh. Well, genius is only matched by your generosity. I look forward to basking in the bright light of your intellect. When do we start?
Well, I usually work in the evening.
Sooner is better for me. I'm just antsy to begin.
All right. Well, son, I'm afraid our ball game will have to wait until tomorrow.
Thank you, Mrs. Venn, for your lovely dinner.
All right. Now let me catch you up to
Wait! Before we commence, I'd like to give you something. A small gift.
Oh, no, thank you.
No, go on, take it. It's just a small token of my unfathomable appreciation.
A solid gold coin. Oh, you shouldn't have.
Oh, it's no big deal. You gave me one too.
Quiet! That is a private arrangement. Now put on your nice new shirt and drum when I tell you to. Got it? Now, where was it? Oh, yes. You don't have to say anything except for those sweet, sweet pearls of wisdom that I came here for.
Let's begin.
Hey, Dad, you want to play baseball now?
I would love to play.
I could have sworn you boys already played baseball. Or is that just you making us battle?
Come on, Mr. Salieri, that's not very nice of you to say things to my boy like that.
You truly are the smartest man I've ever had the privilege to be.
Hey, Dad, come over and ride a new automobile.
Let's do that. Why go outside? You've already been driving us up the wall.
No, this is not why you're doing this. I invited you into my home and I just mean
You truly have a heart of gold.
I think we've accomplished a lot. In fact, I think we may have the solution by tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Do you mean it?
I think I do, but my brain will explode if I work for another minute. We'll have to continue another time. Good night, Salieri. It's really been a pleasure.
No, the pleasure is all mine. I will receive even greater pleasure when I kill you and revolutionize the world and my bank account when I unveil the Salieri diagram at your funeral. Did I tell you to draw?
He knew that you were jealous of my superior intellect. I should have known you'd have lashed at me with these absurd accusations.
Hey, Dad, you want to play chess now?
Oh, sure, son. I would love to play chess. Okay, here's my first move. E4 to shut up and leave me alone! Why?
Great! Now you're even cracking jokes like Salieri. And you've made our son cry. Remember when you told me that you'd get rid of that fiend if he became a problem? Well, we reached that milestone a long time ago. You might have got to kick him out and shape up, or you can spend the rest of your life with your new romantic interest. What's it going to be, John? Me or him?
Can't you just respect me for the genius I am and leave me alone?
I'm afraid not, John. And I don't think this house is big enough for your ego anymore. Please leave now before I call the constable.
Did somebody threaten to
You
call
know
me?
you're not coming in the worst possible time. Really?
It's okay.
Really?
Very bad.
Very well, wife. But just so you know, when I leave, you will never see me again. Goodbye.
Good riddance.
Whoa, Salieri. What are you doing here so early?
Well, I thought we'd get a head start at work today.
Yes, well, I'm afraid we're going to have to find a new home for our research.
Why's that?
Oh, I don't know. It's probably because me and my wife had some creative differences.
Not to worry. I knew she was a bad egg right from the start. We can continue research at my house. Do you have your books?
Can I have my books?
No!
Excellent. Let's get to work.